Hello everybody, my name is Brian Welch and we're going to be going over the HTA financial quoting tool. What you're looking at in front of you is the home page of the HTA quoting tool, and this will allow you, as you can see, to quote Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, final expense, hospital indemnity, and dental insurance quoting products. What this tool is meant to do is to help you on your day-to-day basis and be able to efficiently and fast quote these different types of products and be able to find the best information and provide the best information for your clients. As I said before, what you're seeing in front of you is the home page, and so this is what the system will look like when you get logged into your account. This is my account here. And so what you can do from this screen, obviously, is you can begin to start running these quotes. You can also go up to your My Account button here in the top right-hand corner. What you can do here is edit your settings, you can edit your contact information, you can change your passwords, and so that's what will happen, or what you can accomplish using that My Account page. We also have a contact support button here. What we do on the contact support button is if you have issues with the tool, you have questions on maybe a quote that you're seeing or a product that you're looking at, you can click that contact support button and someone will get back with you right away after you submit your support ticket. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and start with Medicare Supplements. So to run the quote, all you need to do is click Run Quote. It's then going to bring you to the Quick Quote section. On this section, you'll be able to do a multitude of things. And this is pretty much demographic information about the insured you're trying to run. So go ahead and type in a zip code. This will allow you to quote in any zip code in the country, everything from California to Maine. It'll give you the corresponding county and the city and state. You're then able to select your age, your gender, and your tobacco status. You're then able to select your plan. We default to F, it being the most popular, but as you can see, we have all the different types of plans, A through N. We also allow you to sort, so if you'd rather not sort by price, but by rating or company name, you can do so. And effective date. If you wanted to see a future effective date, maybe a May 1st or a June 1st rate, you'd be able to see that. Lastly is the client or quote label. If you're dealing with somebody and you wanted to personalize their quote, say you're running a quote for Mr. John Smith, you can simply just go ahead and type that client or quote label in there and it'll personalize the quote to them. This is optional, it's not required, but it is a feature that's available to you. So we'll go ahead and press Get Quote. It's going to price out for that zip code on a 65-year-old female non-smoker for a Plan F, and it's going to price these out cheapest to most expensive because we sorted by price. What you're looking at now is the quote results. Up above here is the Quick Quote section. What you're going to be able to do from here is if you wanted to change the age or you wanted to change the tobacco status, so maybe you wanted to see a G or an N versus the F, you can do so from the Quick Quote section here. You don't have to keep clicking back and forth to run a new quote. Down below here, you're actually going to see the results. Obviously, we're going to give you the price per month and the company that it corresponds with. But we'll also give you the household discounts and policy fees if it's applicable. We'll give you the parent company, AM Best and S&P ratings if they're available, the rating class, if there's a level benefit, if there's a preferred or substandard benefit, if there is, a Tier 1 or Tier 2 benefit, that's where the rating class is indicating, as well as the rate type. So if this is an attained age or an issue age or community-rated product, we'll be able to show you that type of information there. Over here on the left-hand side, we have a few different toolbar options. The first two are the Compare Quote features. And so let's say you wanted to compare 2 to 3 of these side by side rather than the full screen. All you need to do is just click the company names of the ones that you want to compare, and they'll turn green. You will then see them labeled up here in the left-hand corner, and then you just need to click Compare Quotes. This will take you to a new screen of the Manhattan Life and the American National Life products side by side with each other. This is just allowing you to have a different view and be able to segment certain companies in a side-by-side nature. This can also be printed off or exported to PDF using these two buttons here. If you wanted to share this information with a client, you can do so using that feature if they weren't sitting there running the quote with you. To go back, all you need to do is click the back button and it'll take you back to the results page we were just on. This will let you compare up to 5 plans side by side. So I'm going to be 2 through 5 you'll be able to compare. The next, and to uncheck them, you just need to click the company name again and it'll go back to red. The next is the universal compare. And what this is going to allow you to do is if you wanted to compare a Med Supp next to a Medicare Advantage, or you wanted to compare a hospital indemnity next to a dental, or vice versa, or however many different scenarios you want to come up with, that'll allow you to do so. So to get that process started, each company is going to have a globe in their bar. You just need to click the globe. It will then highlight in purple the company you've selected and place them here in the top left-hand corner. You can then run a Medicare Advantage quote, or Medicare Supplement, or Medicare or Final Expense Life quote, or a hospital indemnity quote, and you can then select which plan you want to look at by using the globe on that product, and you can then do that side by side. So not only do we have compare within the product, but we also have cross-product compare. The next is the export section. This will allow you to share the information if you wanted to export this data. The first is going to be the print button. So this is if you want to put this into a printer-friendly format. We strip out all the color and we make it look good on the page if you wanted to print this off and take it with the meeting. We have a PDF generating button, and so this is if you wanted to generate a PDF of exactly what you're looking at on the screen. This is where that client or quote label is going to come into place. Their name will be on the print off or the PDF if you wanted to email this information or print it off, it personalizes it for them. And the last one here is the Excel. This essentially just dumps the data into an Excel database. If you're much more, if you like a lot better the Excel database and the Excel data, we allow that option here. We also have a few different adjust your view settings. The first is the expand or contracted view. If you wanted to contract the view to show you a simpler view rather than the expanded option, all you need to do is just unclick that, and it's just a more convenient option if you didn't want to confuse your client. You just want to show them the price and the company name. The next option here is the apply discounts. This is if you wanted to apply that 7% discount to the rate. Then it will do the math for you and it will readjust the order of the companies you're looking at. The next is the annual rate. So pretty self-explanatory. If you wanted to see the annual rate versus the monthly, you can just simply click annual and it'll adjust the prices accordingly. The fourth one down is the market analytics, and this is going to have the most information packed into it. First, for age increases. Now this is going to be for attained age policies. If this is an issue age or an attained age, or an issue age or a community rated product that you're looking at, this will be blank as it's not applicable. But as you can see, this will show you each year the insured gets older, what's the next price they'll be paying, both for your and your insured's information and benefit. We also show the increase history. So since 2010, when they modernized the Medicare Supplement plans, when and by how much did they change rates on a per state and per plan basis? And so this just gives you a really good indication of how the company has handled their rates in the past. The last thing here is market data, and this is just NAIC data, and we'll show you lives insured, premiums earned, and loss ratios both on a state and national level. The company, this is all self-reported by the company. It's updated once a year, and the company can choose not to report that information to the commission, and therefore some companies it's going to be NA. The last option here is the select plans. If you happen to be running a quote for a state or a plan that has select options, if you click that select plan, it will then bring up in bold select underneath the rate here, letting you know that you are viewing a Medicare Select plan. Down below that, we have our underwriting features, and so if you wanted to, if you're dealing with somebody outside their open enrollment period or their guaranteed issue period, and you wanted to submit some of their medical history to find out not just which plan based upon price is available to them, but which plan based upon their medical conditions would be available to them. So you just need to click the box there, and you can either search or scroll through the conditions. We have all of them. We take this directly off the applications themselves. So if you're dealing with somebody that happened to have a heart attack in their previous history, all you need to do is select heart attack. It then happens to bring up the look-back period. So for Manhattan Life, the criteria and the look-back period is 5 years. So if they happen to have a heart attack within the last 5 years, they would have to answer yes on that application, and therefore will very likely not be issued that policy. So this is, like I said before, it allows you just to find out, not just based upon price, but also upon their medical history, what product might be best for them. Down below that, we also have the filter results feature. So if you only wanted to see companies that contained a household discount, or only wanted to see companies that didn't have a policy fee, we have that ability here to kind of filter results down even more. And so that's the Medicare supplement tool. One last thing I wanted to mention is we have a plan details feature. And so if you are interested in the benefits, obviously all the plan's benefits will be the same, but if you're insured or you are interested in seeing what Medicare pays, what the plan you're looking at pays, and what the consumer would pay, this screen here will do that. Because this is Plan F, it's all zero, and you get that by doing the plan details. That can also be printed or attached to that PDF or print option of the quote if you wanted to share both the pricing and the benefit information. So to navigate away from this screen, you can do a multitude of things. One is you can press New to get you back to the original quoting page, or you can hover over this Medicare Supplement tab, and you can begin to go back to the dashboard or My Account page, or you can switch your products. So we'll go ahead and move over now to Medicare Advantage. We try to make the tools as simple as possible, so that after you run a quote 1 or 2 times, you become a professional at it. We also try to make the tools very similar to each other. So if you can run a Medicare Supplement quote, you can run a quote for the other product lines. So we'll go ahead and type in another zip code here, and it'll give you the county and city and state that you're looking at. We're going to default to the MA plans, but if you wanted to view a Part D or a special needs plan, you can, as well as if you wanted to personalize the quote with the quote label, you can as well. So go ahead and press Get Quote. It's going to now populate for that zip code the Medicare Advantage plans that are available. It's going to price them out cheapest to most expensive, but as you can see, the prices are normally $0 per month. So it's categorizing this based upon the max out-of-pocket. So we'll give you the max out-of-pocket information, their star rankings, their drug benefits, if it's an HMO or a PPO, AM Best and S&P ratings if it's available, there's gap coverage or drug deductible. Some of the basic benefits associated with all these plans will be available here on this screen. Just like the previous product in MedSup, the quick quote section is here. All the universal compare stuff is here, and the compare quotes is here. The export features, annual rate versus monthly, and the simple view versus the expanded view is also available. But let's say you wanted to view the co-payments and co-insurances and the actual benefits associated with these plans, the nitty-gritty. You can press this Plan Details button. It will now bring up all the different types of benefits. If it has an ambulance benefit, the co-payments, the co-insurances, in-network providing costs. All that will be available here on this screen. This can also be exported to PDF and printed off or exported to PDF if you wanted to share this information. The Compare Quote screen will also show this information. So if you wanted to compare one plan's benefits to another, you could do so. To get back, all you need to do is click the back button, and it'll take you back to that original screen that we saw. And you can start clicking on other details or running other quotes. We'll now move on to the final expense option. And so, like I said, it's going to look very similar to what we've seen so far. We try to make them as congruent as possible. We'll go ahead and type in a zip code here. We can select our age, our gender, or tobacco status. One thing that's going to be different with final expense is you can either select the face value that you want to see, or you can type in the monthly rate. So let's say my client can afford $30 a month. You can run the quote just like that with the corresponding face amounts. You'll then be able to select if you want to see a level benefit, a return of premium benefit, a graded benefit, etc. So we'll go ahead and press Get Quote, and for a 65-year-old female in that Omaha, Nebraska zip code, we're saying our client can afford $30 a month. We're now going to find out what's available to us and what face amounts would be available. So you can see here, we're given the price per month, which is it's going to be $24.63. But as many of you know, with the final expense plans, we always have to include the fees associated with those plans, and so we are equating that into where if you typed in the monthly rate, the fees would be included. If you always want to default to have the fees included, you can do so using your settings button. Any of these are just your view settings can be defaulted to when you run the quote by going to your My Account or your settings features. But as you can see here, we're going to have the price per month in the company, the plan that you're looking at, if it's a simplified underwriting or if it's a guaranteed issue product will be labeled, and as well as AM Best and S&P ratings if it's available. All your compare quotes, your export features are still available here, as well as the expand and contract views. The plan details features are going to be available to you if you wanted to compare some of these side by side, see different payment methods and things like that. That view is available. That can also be printed or exported to PDF. And then to get back, all you need to do is click the back button to go back to the previous screen. Just like the Medicare Supplement, if you are dealing with somebody outside their open enrollment period, you can do their underwriting features. And so if you wanted to be able to select certain underwriting conditions, advised to have brain or heart or circulatory surgery, you just need to click that. As you can see below, you can find the look-back periods for those simplified issue products. As I said before, if it is a guaranteed issue product, it will say guaranteed issue under the underwriting tab. We also have guaranteed issue filters, so if you only wanted to see GI products, you can just go ahead and click that filter and say include filters. It'll then allow you to only look at guaranteed issue business. Go ahead and move on to final expense, or onto hospital indemnity and dental. What this will allow you to do is run hospital indemnity quotes and dental quotes, add riders and things like that. So we'll go ahead and type in our zip code here, our age, gender, and tobacco status. We'll press get quote. It's going to price these out cheapest to most expensive, and it's going to give you the base benefit price. And so this does not include increased benefit amounts. This does not include riders, etc. It's just going to include the base benefit price. It'll also tell you what's involved with that base benefit. So for Continental Life, $250 occurrence per occurrence. It's $9.99 a month for a 65-year-old female. The quick quote section here, so if you wanted to change from male to female or tobacco non-tobacco, is obviously still here as it is with the other products. The compare quotes is here, so if you wanted to put this right next to an MA plan, you can. Export features, expand and contract quotes is still available, as well as the filter results. Let's say you wanted to add riders to this. You wanted to increase the benefits associated with these plans. You would just need to click the plan details. It's now going to take you to a new screen where it'll allow you to increase benefit amounts. Let's say you wanted to go from $250 to $2,000. You can do so. You wanted to add a skilled nursing benefit to this rider, you can. As you can see, it'll show you what each plan costs, and it'll show you the total above here. And so it does all the math for you, etc. You can also print this or export it to PDF if you wanted to share this information with your client. And so that's the hospital indemnity tool. I hope you get a theme here in that it's very simple. We try to make it as simple as possible. After you run a quote or two, you'll be a pro at getting this information. And lastly, we'll run the dental tools. This is going to work the same way that the hospital indemnity will, except for a dental product. Go ahead and type in our zip code, age, gender, and tobacco status here. We'll press get quote, cheapest to most expensive, just like we do with all the other product lines. And we'll also show you the base benefits or the included benefits that are associated with these plans. As well as if you wanted to add a hearing or vision rider to one of these plans, you can. As you can see, for Security Life Company of America, the base plan is a $50 deductible and $130 maximum benefit amount. If you wanted to add the riders to that, you click the plan details. This will allow you to add vision rider, increase your benefit amounts, etc. And it'll do all the math for you in building that plan for your client. We'll go ahead and press back here. Again, all the quick quote section, the compare sections, expanded contracted views, month rate, in terms of filtering the quotes. If you want to look at ones that have a household discount, you'll be able to provide all that types of information, as well as the exports. If you wanted to print this or export to PDF to email, that's all still available. We'll go ahead and go back to the dashboard page here, the home page. I hope you found this short 20-minute video useful in kind of understanding the value of the tool, what's involved with the tool, and how easy the tool is to use. If you have any questions or issues or anything at all, go ahead and click that contact support button up here on the right-hand side after you get into the tool. I hope you have a great day and enjoy using the tool in years to come. Have a good one.